Hi, this is Melissa Palmer with Melissa Palmer Survivorship, and today I am very grateful to interview Todd Rhodes, who owns this cool store called Grassroots in Alley 59 in Barrington, Illinois. And I used to have a cancer foundation, and every time we did baskets, probably 1,000 baskets, Todd would donate goods to the community. They went to the churches, to the hospitals, and to people directly with cancer who are going through chemo. He is a very generous business owner.
Thank you.
And I want to tell you a little story. Todd, can you say hi to everyone?
Hello, everybody.
My husband, Dr. Sean Palmer, and I were in here last week, and someone came in who was undergoing chemo, and they were really thirsty and they wanted water. And Todd went to the cooler and gave her water and said, "I'm not going to charge you." And she said, "Are you sure?" And it just inspired me so much. We are so blessed here in Barrington to have people like Todd Rhodes. Do you remember that, Todd?
I do, but to be honest with you, it was a hot day and I didn't even recognize much other than she came in and wanted some water, so I was happy to do it. I do it, that's why we keep it here.
Oh, Todd, you're just so generous to the community. Now, we're planning on doing some survivorship nights on Wednesday here in Barrington because we are all survivors of something. Now, Todd is a single dad, and I wanted to ask him, what is the best advice you can give? Because I've seen him parent his boys, and he's a wonderful parent. And I just want to get some tips. Todd, can you give us some tips on being a single dad and as wonderful as you are?
Thank you for all your kind words.
Oh, that's true.
I think for me, the most important thing is just spend time with your kids. That's no matter what you do, just good one-on-one time, or even if you have multiple kids, just spend time with your kids. And then from time to time, maybe even take them outside of their typical environment and just, again, spend time with them. Whether having breakfast, going swimming, doing something they like, introducing them to new things. It's not even about the amount of time, it's the type of time that you spend with them. So I've got 4 boys all together, and my older boys I don't get to see that much, but when we're together, it's about our time. So that's really the only thing. I don't like to really give anybody advice, but you know, as far as how I look at it, I just love spending time, whatever time I can, with my kids. So that'd be the best advice I have, I think.
And you sure are fabulous with the boys.
Thank
They're
you.
so adorable. My kids went to school with them. So do you see survivorship as a process that everybody has gone through in their life? I mean, I was a single mom for a while as well. I mean, actually 9 years with Taylor, and I had her probably 99% of the time. But do you see survivorship as a process that we all go through, whether it's illness or being a single parent, anything?
I think survivorship to me is just the fact that, you know, there's challenges thrown at you all the time. And survivorship to me is about surviving life. It's about how you overcome the hurdles, how you try not to let things get the best of you, because as you get older, and especially in today's environment, there's so many challenges that are thrown at you. There's things that you don't expect, and it's really about how you handle those situations. I think to me, survivorship is about surviving life.
Exactly. I completely agree. I had illness early in life, and I feel like I survived it as a survivor, and the hardest part, like you said, is overcoming it. And I think these survivorship nights at Grassroots will be great because everybody, if they want to, can get up and talk about their experience and give people tips how they overcame it.
You know, it's interesting because as Melissa and I do this interview, and I appreciate that she's doing this, in the background I look at a picture of my good friend Mark holding up the peace sign, and the reason that picture's there is we lost Mark about 3 years ago. Unfortunately took his own life. So, you know, nothing is easy. And I think that communication is the best way to overcome some of the hurdles you have. I think that there's all kinds of support out there, and I think that just communicating will relieve some of the burden or the stress or anything else that seems to be a hurdle that's difficult to overcome. So, we're not always able to help everybody, as my friend Mark, who we lost and I miss dearly. But I certainly think that by having events like these and communicating life stories, there's a lot to learn from, and I'm really happy to host something like this.
And I am very sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
We've talked about it before, and it's such a sad story. And you're right, communication is an important part of life. And I think we all can help each other here by doing these survivorship nights at your bar. And thanks again for being so kind, Todd. I mean, it's been 2.5 years now, and you have always given to the community, and you're just one of the nicest people I know, and you're kind to everybody. So thank you.
No, thank you so much. And I've always said this is not our home, it's everybody's home, and we're here to support, all kinds of organizations, and that's really what we try to do. So, and Melissa's been one of our biggest supporters, so thank you.
Oh, yes. We all are survivors of something, and we all can learn from each other. So thank you, Todd. I appreciate your time today.
Thanks, Melissa. Thank you.